Here's what you need to know about the workout. The workouts are twice a week, with each workout lasting about 10 minutes, including setup time and stretching, maybe about 20 minutes. You're going to need a journal to measure your results. I use Google Keep, and that's in my phone, and it's just a simple note-taking app. For all intents and purposes, we're just going to focus on muscular hypertrophy through progressive resistance, or in layman's terms, getting stronger. Now, there's two schools of thought. There's one that says, just pushing the muscle to fatigue and hypertrophy is what makes muscles grow. And then there are the other guys who are talking about lifting for the pump. And, it's about, high rep, high volume, high intensity and all, or not high intensity, but high volume and all that stuff. And I'm not going to say that stuff doesn't work. If you read Arnold, he talks about that there's more to getting stronger than building a big body. But that is stuff you can do when you're advanced. I'm experimenting with that kind of stuff now after I've built 53 pounds of muscle. But what got me there was getting stronger, okay? And the reason I want you to focus on getting stronger is because it's very simple. You have clear-cut goals, and all you have to do is get in the gym and get stronger. You know what you have to do every week. Okay, when you're first starting out, and if you're trying to lift for feel and what you feel like doing that day, and you're not measuring your results, you're not going to know when you're pushing past a new level, and you're not going to know if you're doing better than you did last week, because you are not going to have a benchmark. And there is a big difference between the last rep and the second last rep. The second last rep, you might be using 99% of your energy, and it feels like you're giving 100%, but you're not. You're only 99% of the way there. But it's the last rep that counts. It's the last rep where you did one more rep than the week before. That's what means everything, when you're giving that 110%, okay? And if you're new to training, you're not going to know where that 100% is unless you have a clear, defined strength goal. And what will happen is you'll end up cheating, and you'll probably end up just stopping when it gets painful, and you're like, oh, that's probably where I should stop. Okay, so this is real fucking simple. It's easy to measure. You don't have to think, you just have to do it. And think about it like this: getting stronger will make you bigger. All right, you don't have to worry about using machines or this or that or all these different variables. Just think about this: if you can bench press 400 pounds, even if it's on an incline bench press machine, you're going to be huge. Okay, if you can squat 800 pounds, you're going to be huge. If you can curl 150 pounds, you're going to be huge. Okay, it doesn't matter what type of training you're doing. Every single massive bodybuilder who's on insulin and HGH and all types of steroids, they might do light weights and they might prefer high reps, but all those guys can bench press 400 pounds, okay? That is the defining criteria. So for all intents and purposes in this routine, you are just going to focus on getting stronger, and you can just assume that if you're not getting stronger, you are not gaining muscle. And that is how it's been for me. Whenever I get stronger, I put on muscle. Each workout is going to have a compound upper body and a compound lower body exercise for one set of 8 pushed to failure. So that means, let's say you're starting out on the bench press and you're doing 70 pounds, okay? You're new to training. You set up, you push out 6 reps, okay? You finish 6 reps, you try and get to 7, and you can't do it. So you're struggling on 7, and you're holding it there, and that is fatigue. So you're giving 100%, and you can't get that 7th rep done. That means you write down 6 reps for that day, okay? The next week, you're going to come in and you're going to try and do 7 reps. Let's say you do 7 reps the next week. Great. You write down 7 reps, and next week you come in, you do 8 reps. You try and do 9, but you can't hit it. 8 reps is your max. Boom. So now you hit 8 reps. That means it's time to up the weight for the next week. So you were on 70 pounds. You went from 6 reps to 7 reps to 8 reps. Okay, now we go up to 80 pounds, and you see where you land on that. You might land at 6 reps there, and then you do the same process again. So your goal in each workout is to complete one more rep than you did the week before. That's it, okay? Now, if you're new to training, your progress is going to be consistent. If you are intermediate, that is not going to be possible. More likely, you're going to do one more rep maybe once every 3 weeks. You're going to break your record. If you're an advanced trainee, then you'll be lucky if you get a new rep every month. It might be every 2 months because you're 99% maxed out of your genetic potential. Okay, and your genetic natural potential is only about 38 to 50 pounds of lean muscle. So you got to keep that in mind. If you're already at like 35 pounds or 40 pounds, you don't have much more to gain naturally. Okay, so keep that in mind. You're gonna make sure to do the exercises in order. So you do the upper exercises first, because if you're doing a low body exercise, a low body compound exercise like deadlifts or squats, that's going to take everything out of you. So you're going to be too tired to break records on your upper body. All right. Now, 2 exercises might seem easy to you, but that's for some of you guys if you're not pushing to fatigue. Okay. If you're truly pushing to fatigue on the squat or the deadlift, that is going to be plenty for you. A proper set of deadlifts to fatigue and holding that rep and for like 10 seconds on the final rep where you just can't move anymore. That is going to, I've had times where I had to sit down because I'm shaking. You feel nauseous. Like, that is a serious thing. So we are focusing 100% on intensity. And trust me, those 2 exercises are going to be plenty for you. A good set of deadlifts or squats is going to require to real fatigue, to like real fatigue is going to require 100% concentration in every effort, every ounce of effort in your body. So the workout is going to utilize compound movements targeting all muscle groups, and these lifts that I give you are the most efficient movements available. You are not going to need specialization exercises until you starting hitting advanced levels. As far as I'm concerned, you're going to grow just fine using these 4 exercises. If you want, you can theoretically add a 3rd day where you want to add 2 exercises like curls or lateral raises. But I'm telling you, by using these, I built the whole base of my body building these big compound movements. Now, I don't use these big compound movements anymore. I'm pretty much all, I use a few of them, but I'm pretty much all machines. But I built the bulk of my body on these compound movements.